Hey everybody, it's Brian Nemhauser at Hawk on Twitter and Instagram here with your practice report for, August 12th. And the news of the day really is Connor Williams. Connor Williams, number 57 for your Seattle Seahawks, in attendance today on the field, just observing, not participating in the actual reps, but observing and talked to us in the press after practice. And some of the interesting things there is like first impression when you see him, he's a little thinner than you'd expect for a guy that's been a Pro Bowl quality center, has played tackle and guard. He's taller than Olu Oluwatimi, but maybe a little bit more slender. I asked him in the press conference if he is at his playing weight, and he said he is. So interesting to note. I think that's a lot of people maybe had that first impression with the pictures that were posted on Twitter. So it is worth knowing that he is at his playing weight. He also, Mike McDonald said that the plan is for him to be ready for week one, and that they're working through a plan to kind of get him with the, athletic trainers for the next week or so, and then to start getting him on the field. So, there's a outside chance he could even be ready to participate in the final preseason game against Cleveland. I don't think that's likely, but it's possible. He said he feels great. He says that his strength is, pretty symmetrical. And for people that know about these recoveries, that's one of the big things that they look for before a player really, goes back into action, is that they've got strength, symmetry across both legs in this case, since he's coming off an ACL. So good news all around. He talked about wanting to be here because he wants to be part of building something. I think that was great to hear. Said he picked here because he liked the people and he liked the place and wanted to pick something that was a good fit for him and his wife. And he felt like Seattle was the right one for that. So good conversation with him there. As far as practice goes, a couple guys came back from PUP. Drake Thomas, not PUP. Drake Thomas came back from PUP, the linebacker. Lots of guys were happy to see him, dapping him up as he warmed up for practice. A couple guys that have been injured, not on PUP, but injured, came back. Draymond Jones was back on the practice field. Darrell Taylor was back on the practice field. A couple guys were not there, John Radigan and Dee Eskridge. From what it sounds like, Coach McDonald said that John Radigan has a heel issue, doesn't know how serious, doesn't believe it's that serious, could be days or weeks, but nothing too bad. The Eskridge thing sounds like it is not too serious from what he knows. So that is the update on injuries. I might be missing one person, but that's the general update there. As far as practice went itself, another spirited practice back and forth. And Devin Witherspoon had a great interception, almost had two today. I think the first one, I have to go back and look at my notes. I know the second one was off of Sam Howell. I think the first one might have been, but I'm not positive. So I'll have to look at that. I know Howell had at least two interceptions today. He had one. Kobe Bryant had another interception. He picked off Sam Howell. So good day for Kobe. As far as offensively, DK Metcalf and Geno Smith are just lethal. I mean, they are explosive. They look like a dynamic duo. They look like a superhero duo out here. When they get going, I mean, DK is just an otherworldly athlete. And so there's nobody that can cover him. Reek Woolen has done the best job out here of anybody and has been close. Devin Witherspoon's been tight with him sometimes, but if DK is ready to make the play, he makes the play because he's just so much bigger. But he's having a hell of a camp. Geno Smith made a number of great throws to him today, down the field, toe tapping in the end zone on, shorter throws, a bunch of slants. All of us that have been wanting to see DK used more often on slants, he was definitely got plenty of those today. And he's just such a big body. So that was good to see. Derek Young had a good day. Laviska Shenault, I had a good interview with him earlier. It's already available to all club level members. You can watch that video now. If you're a Hawks Nest level member, you can upgrade to be a club level, by the way. Even if you were gifted a membership, you can upgrade to be club level and watch that video right now. All my videos, my interviews that are for members, club level and above, get them first. For everyone else, it'll be available later tonight. But a great conversation with Laviska Chenault. I talked about him and Derek Young with Mike McDonald. Mike McDonald, you know, kind of lit up a little bit about the physical nature of them and the blocking that they bring to the team as well. He loved what he saw from especially Derek Young. He had some glowing comments about Derek Young. Says he does everything well, does it right, has a lot of respect for him was a word he used. And, he just had, I think he had a great block on a D. Eskridge end around in that game that the McDonald just, pointed out to the team. He also said the JSN block, which was a fantastic play, maybe the best play of the whole game, that was shown in the team meetings. Great example of what they're looking for. So great conversation there with the coach about, the strength of this receiving core, how deep it goes, and some of these players that they've got going for them. Other things that stood out, JSN had a great practice, made a number of big catches. Tariq Woolen had a good practice. Coaches were complimenting him. One play in particular, there was like a deep play where he was kind of playing man, but like it was a zone where he was handing it off to another player. And one of the coaches just was like, great play, Reek, great play, Reek. Like, I think they're really encouraging him when he is making plays in zone coverage, knowing how much he has played great ball in man coverage, but they need him to make strides in zone. So good day for him. Who else stood out today? Ty Scott had the last catch of the day, a great catch from PJ Walker for a touchdown. So good for him. Trying to think if anybody else had a great day. I think those are really the big highlights, folks. I'll have more for you tomorrow. I'll go through some of the Mike McDonald sound, some of the Connor Williams sound. We'll go over that in Hawk Blogger Mornings. Wednesday, Ray Roberts is coming on. We're going to talk about the game, some of the things he saw from guys like Christian Haynes and others. And we got more great stuff coming later this week. So keep an eye on the channel. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do. I can barely see my screen, but I think there's been some gifting going on. I want to thank, I'm guessing it's detailed, but if it's someone else, thank you who's ever gifting subscriptions. That is awesome. A little bit hard for me on my phone to actually, Smokecock. Okay, Smokecock and Detail. Man, really, really appreciate you guys giving memberships out. It's a great way to grow the community, and really appreciate everybody what you've done. So I will not be traveling with the team to Tennessee this week. I will be holding a watch party on Saturday, just like I did this last week. So anyone that wants to watch the game with me, hear my commentary, and just hang out with all of us as a community, 4 o'clock Saturday will be another watch party. I'm going to be trying to take my son on a trip the next few days. So it is possible that my Hawk Blogger morning schedule may get a little messed up, but just keep an eye out. Again, the best way is if you click the bell to get notified, keep your eye on it. I'm trying to keep them all scheduled so you have some ability to anticipate, but I'll do my best to keep you all up to speed. All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow morning. Until then, I'm Brian Nemhauser, and this has been another Instant Camp Report for you. Have a great one.